All right, our next comic, certainly very funny man. We all loved his kind of unique perspective on the world. We know you will too. Let's give it up, Eric Rosenthal.
Don't worry, it's a big paper, but the writing's really big font. It's one of the big things on here. So I have some important advice for everybody. If you're ever stuck in a crowded elevator and you have to fart real bad, and you know it's going to be one of those loud farts, don't try and cover it up by sneezing at the same time. It's really bad. It just doesn't work because your body just was not meant to expel air from in two directions at the same time. I mean, you'll sneeze, and then right as somebody's about to say bless you, just let it rip. So, it's a bad idea. So, I finally figured out how to beat up my arch nemesis, who is Chuck Norris. In case anybody's interested. If anybody knows him, don't tell him. But Chuck Norris actually has these special jeans made of stretchable denim that allow him to kick people in the face. This is actually true, seriously, look it up online. So all I have to do is just break into his house and replace those jeans with ordinary jeans. And then, I'll challenge him to fight, and he'll try and kick me in the face, and he'll tear a groin muscle and fall on the ground writhing in pain, and then I'll just run a safe distance away and yell, "Tunnel Gym sucks, I bought it because of Christy Brinkley, not you." So I want to see Toy Story 3. I haven't got the chance because you can't really get a bunch of guys together and be like, "Hey, let's go see Toy Story 3." It's not happening, but I really want to see it. I like all the Pixar movies, except for Cars. They're a bunch of sentient cars who have their own little world. They have movie theaters. They have diners. But I wanted to see a church. I wanted to see them in church to see whether they worshipped a giant guy in the sky or a giant car. I mean, I really wanted to know that. And the Cars movie just raises too many questions. The cars, they're male and female cars, so they obviously reproduce the old-fashioned way. But are there gay cars? I mean, if there are gay cars, are they the obvious brands? Are they the Ford Fiestas? Or the Volkswagen Jettas? Or maybe they're the really macho cars, like the Ford Mustangs. And they're just in the closet or something. I don't know. I like shooting ranges. I've never been to them, but I like the concept of being able to take out your aggression by firing a gun, and you're learning valuable shooting skills at the same time. So it's a good outlet. But what happens if you want to stab somebody? Where do you go? We need more stabbing ranges, I think. The target pops out and you just stab it over and over again. You can bring your own knives, and you can put somebody's picture on the target and stuff, and then you can take the target home with you. And then they can have a low target for the gut stab, and then the high target for the OJ psycho stab. I can't believe it. It's the year 2010, and the Pope still does not have his own video game. What's the deal with that? It's perfect. I mean, he's like the closest thing we have to real-life superhero. He's got a fancy costume, he lives in a hidden fortress, and he's got his own car, the Pope-mobile, which he objects to that being called, but it's the Pope-mobile for sure. And you don't even need to make up villains, they're all there. He could fight Stephen Hawking, he could fight the Dalai Lama, he could fight Planned Parenthood, anybody. And normal video game characters, they have their life, and when it gets to zero, the character's dead. But for the Pope, he would have his legal life, and every time he gets sued, he loses it. And then when his legal life gets to zero, he gets defrocked, and it's game over. Dog balls. Everybody has a dog licking balls joke, but I'll just give it you the summary of it. That why do dogs lick their balls? Apparently there's some fraternity guy a long time ago who decided his dog's licking his balls was amusing, and he decided that dog should eat a lot of extra food and get laid a lot. And this happened exponentially, millions of times, and that's how the dog licking balls gene got spread to the entire canine population. That's my theory. I don't know. I'm not sure. Music ratings. We have music ratings for explicit lyrics. I think we need some more categories, like the songs about cheating. There are a lot of them. I did some research. And I think it's important that we categorize those songs because we wouldn't want them played at weddings. We wouldn't want them to play Secret Lover or Your Lying Eyes at my wedding. And I think it's also important that we categorize many songs about masturbation, either the encouragement variety or the instructional variety. So I work as a computer animator. That's my normal job, and it's a fun job, but there's a lot of things that I wish I knew about the job before I got into it, and I'd like to share them with students. And if I ever get a chance to speak to animation students, this is what I'd say. Greetings, animation students. Despite what you may have heard or may think, this job will not get you laid. You'll work in darkness, your skin will get a pale hue, and this will hurt your chances of scoring. You may do well at your career, you may win an Emmy or an Academy Award, but the best thing you can hope for is to be worshipped by legions of pale-skinned geeks, not female groupies. Thank you, and welcome to an exciting career of celibacy. So, email addresses can tell you things about your name, bad things, that you never knew were there. I had a buddy of mine, his name was Stan K. There's nothing wrong with that, until an email address got him stank. Another buddy, his name was Brandon G. Nothing wrong with that name until you put them together and you get Brandong, the donger. So, having an email address with dong in it, actually, it might hurt your job prospects in some fields, but maybe in the male enhancement industry, that might give you an advantage, you know. It's like, it's obviously very well qualified. And being called a donger, you know, it's not the greatest thing, but there are actually worse nicknames. I texted him one time, and my iPhone spell check changed the word donger to dinger, which is apparently an actual word. And the iPhone's not that smart because for a guy, being called the donger is actually a lot better than being called the dinger. So thanks. This is my first stand-up set, so you guys have been great.